Let's win them all. Let's just win them all. Why not? 6-10, 6-10. Let's go. I feel very fucking good about our spot right now. Come on, calling with Queen Jack. Come on, get there. I'm telling you, man, it's going to be a good series. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another S4Y stream. We're out here in these ring streets. About to get started. Break is just about to end. We have 40 seconds. I just bought in, so I have a full stack coming in behind the button, as you would like to see it. Super reggy table. We got Melonhead, Young Koi. I guess I should show you the table. Young Koi, Melonhead, both regs. Berkey Shark, not a reg necessarily, but we played with him yesterday. Let's see what we got on him. Okay, so he's the one who was opening 3.25 from the cutoff yesterday. Remember, we ripped one through in a pretty close spot. Don't recognize anybody else. Gonna get on the old looking them up path here real quickly. Okay. I'm on time today, goddammit. Somebody better recognize that I am on time today, because I am never on time. So Let's fucking go. Maybe today's the day. Maybe today's the day. Let's go. Shout out to everybody here who's on time with me. Silverlicious. Every single day. I still feel uncomfortable saying that name, man. Delicious. You know, delicious. It gets me every time. Fish Cakes, what's good, my man? Said I'm feeling it tonight that you final table. Good luck. Let's get them. Loving the Leroy more and more. Me too, man. I miss Leroy. I missed me some Leroy. Leroy Jenkins. That's what I need. I need a gif of Leroy Jenkins to play every time something good happens. That would be fucking gangster. Or every time we sail it in. Yes. Right before we ship, we just play this graphic of Leroy Jenkins. Hopefully the sound is all okay today. There's a good chance that I might have sounded like I was in a hallway 2 seconds ago. Something wrong with my soundboard or my cord or something in between. I think I corrected it though. If there was an issue, be sure to let me know. Jason Schellenberger, what's good, my man? He said, let's go. I bricked all my tournaments today, so logically I have to win. Okay, I like that. Paul Thompson, I see you out there. Ben Linsney, what's good? Odyssey holding it down as always. 4 L's. It's getting crazy that I'm beginning to know everybody in the chat. I love you too, Jeff. Thank you for stopping by. Allison Chain says this music gets me going. Man, you guys are bringing the vibes. Let's go. You know, I feel good today. I feel pretty good. It's only day 2, so you know it's easy to feel good on day 2. Day 10 is the trouble. Day 10 is the trouble. Sean McNeil says, good luck. Not sure if I'll be able to watch tonight. No problem, man. You always got the replay. We appreciate somebody to fire up the replay, get those view counts up, maybe leave a comment, spread a little love through the algorithm. Who knows? Whatever it takes, you know? We're crazy deep. Blinds are 1-2, so we're 50 bigs effective. Love Puddle just got moved to our table, who I recognize. Zach Schwartz. Winning player, Jersey Reg. On today's slate, we have the 320 circuit event. Not huge. Looks like it's probably going to be 22,000 the first, give or take. There's also a $500 20K that, depending on how this goes, I'll very likely fire. Very high probability I'll fire the $500. Much lower probability that I'll play the 250 20K. But not a non-zero. As long as there's overlap between the events, I'm likely to just keep the train rolling. But I'm not too sure, man. I'm not too sure. Phil Grammatica. Let's go, Berkey. Thanks for the stream. Thank you for stopping by, my man. Let's go. It's funny that, like, I was on time, but you guys are still just now getting the intro at 5:03. So it still appears like I was 3 minutes late. But I wasn't. There's just a delay. You know, there's just a delay. I'm doing the best I can. Joe Quinn Del Mundo says, this is the night. Big Bet Burke. Get some jewelries tonight. Hashtag Alpha Rex. Let's go. We're going to open the King Jack off here, middle position. Get called by both blinds. These boards are a little dicey. I know this seems a little bit pedantic, but I would probably check back King Queen here, as well as most of my ace highs. I'm going to bet King Jack. I think having the Jack of Spades is actually pretty relevant facing a small blind defend. Oh, I gotta get my program running, man. What am I doing? What am I doing? That check raise is a little fresh cakes. Maybe even a little fish cakes. He just shouldn't really have a lot of 10x is the thing. He's laying a good price at 3-1. We're definitely not going to fold. I'm just trying to think how gangster we want to get here. How often do we just want to be ripping through? I don't think it's unreasonable by any stretch to just shove. I really, really don't. Do my overpairs jam here? Sometimes, for sure. Yeah, I'm gonna roll with it. If he has a set, God bless him. Wow, flatted super heavy. King. Okay, well, that's a good way to get got. I don't really understand that flat, but, you know, gets me to spaz off sometimes. In my head, someone tell me. I'm not sure what Dave Weaver is yelling about. Says you stream every day, you can't figure this out. What haven't I figured out? I don't follow. Oh, the audio issue again? Don't worry, it corrects itself very quickly. Yeah, I guess maybe with the King Jack, it's probably slightly better to just call flop. Very likely to just be all in on the turn, unless he just smashes it. In which case I would have just folded. Oh man, so delicious. That's even worse. You're a Browns fan. Why? Why? Why do you do it to me? Why do you hurt me so? Didn't know I was a member. All right, so we're gonna have 2 re-entries if the worst case should happen here after that 25 big blind punt, 30 big blind punt, whatever you want to call it. It was ambitious, guys. It was ambitious. I really do think the Jack of Spades is pretty relevant there. A lot of his flatting range is going to be hands like Jack 10 suited, Queen Jack suited, maybe some Ace Jack, both off and suited. We're going to be all in here versus pretty much any action. Berkey Shark still going with the large open. Should give us a courtesy double. We saw Ace-6 off in this spot. Yeah. He's just going for it, man. Put it. Okay. Ship it. Shippity do. Right back in it. Let's go. Let's see. Alex Anton says, first time here, but I've been a long time lurker. Welcome, my man. I appreciate you hopping in the chat. I hope you don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel while you're around. Greatly appreciate it. SS the G says, what's going on, Berkey? I got my brother S4Y hoodie. Great stuff. Thank you, man. I appreciate the support. Hopefully you got yourself one too. They're nice looking hoodies, man. They're fly. I don't know if you saw that Veronica Vaughn out there, but she was modeling these hoodies. Shout out to Veronica Brill. Putting the scandalous picture out there wearing the S4Y hoodie. I'm a little mad at her though. She just like pimps herself out, you know. Upswing sends her a bunch of hoodies and she starts taking a bunch of pictures in it. It's like, who are you loyal to? I don't quite understand. Ben says we need to pressure Burke to play cash on the side. Come on, guys. Cash games have been dead on WSOP for a while, man. I don't really know what's going on. Murray McKinney says, I watched your video of you and the poker guys. Funny thing is now YouTube is suggesting every single Is Berkey Crazy Hand breakdown over the last 5 years from every single hand reviewer. Yeah, man. I'm popular in those YouTube streets for all the wrong reasons. That is for sure. This is just going to be a flat versus fresh case. You know what? I should look him up now that he kind of played a hand a little strangely. I don't hate the flat. It's just, it's like, it's pretty much like a 0% play. It's probably good against me if I'm going to smash with the king jack off post flop, though. Oh, boo. Boo this man.
There's a place I wanna take my baby to, where the grass is green and the sky's blue, and a mossy back sadness 1,000 years old.
Shout out to everybody watching on mobile. I know we give you a lot of shit for not actually liking the stream, but I still appreciate the support and you guys being here. Ooh, ooh. Fresh Cakes just has it, man. He is here to have it. Let's go, Cakes. I see you, man.
Hold me tight, don't ever let go. In that deep, deep country, like a sadness that won't roll away. In that deep, deep, deep country, that's where she is, that's where I wanna stay.
How's everybody's week been? Is anybody back to normal? I mean, I know we're kind of like back to the height of the pandemic. Just wondering if anyone's out there living a normal life, going to the office 5 days a week, working a 9 to 5, things of that nature.
There's a girl with eyes like ocean waves. She spends her nights and steadies my
Never like to see death double. Very good, dangerous player.
There's a highway long and roads deep, and secrets are too good to keep in.
John Doe says, Berkey, that king jack shove is something I do when I'm bored of an MTT and want to go to bed. I had a little more rhyme and reason behind it than just that, man. He really shouldn't have overpairs. So if we can discount queens, jacks, kings, aces to near zero, and we block jack 10 suited, we block king jack suited, we block a lot of the hands that, you know, really connect with this board, I think it's okay. You know, I think players are pretty imbalanced when they're check raising from the small blind, and a lot of people will do it for protection. They'll do it with hands that can't really tolerate a shove, like a hand like queen jack, which we're obviously beating, maybe some ace highs, maybe some 8-9 suited, some pocket 9s, pocket 8s. Of course he's gonna have 10x as well, that just puts us in a bad spot, but let's put a little pressure on him, you know. Joe Quinn says, Alpha Rex need to see Leroy do a live show from the S4Y headquarters. That would be a 2021 win. They actually do perform live on Facebook every once in a while. Maybe I'll restream it the next time that they do it as like an opening for my show. Funny story about them. The year that I filmed Dead Money before the Super High Roller Bowl, they actually played in my backyard for a Memorial Day party that we were having. So they put on like a full 2.5 hour long concert, basically played all of their hits and then some covers, and it was an amazing time. One of my it helped that I went on to like get 5th in the event too, but like that entire like 4 or 5 day stretch is really a favorable memory of mine. Alright, we're going to defend here for 1. A little bit of an awkward board. I expect Koi to go pretty small, maybe 1.5 blinds. What up, Hish? What's good, man? Okay, he goes 1.65. I think we have to peel with the Jack of Hearts in hand. It's a tough peel for sure, but I don't really think we have the option to just fold. This should now go check, check. At a pretty high frequency. When it doesn't, he should be betting like 6 blinds. So he's either going to start to pull out, or he's just going to realize his equity with some ace highs, some pocket pairs, potentially some flush draws himself. That's a strange size to me. Obviously just going to fold. I don't really understand that size, especially on that card. I pick up a lot of equity. I guess he might be trying to induce a jam. But pretty exploitative. Watch out, guys. Bitcoin is plummeting down to 29K. I hope I win this tournament so I can buy more. All right, blind versus blind here with kings. I think I just have to trap. 13 years you spent your life looking for the child that won't. Okay, that's a good thing. Let's go. Hold. Okay, heart. Heart. Heart would be great. A heart. Full house. Okay, that's unfortunate. No love for us. We are going to be re-entering. Bullet 2 of 3. Let's hope it's not a short day. Those are important ones to win, I have to tell you. It's hard to win a tournament if you're not winning your 70-30s. They don't tell you that when you sign up to play this game for a living. You know? They forget that part. They leave it off. It's alright.
It's okay. Don't you cry.
I think we go pretty small here. Really appreciate you, Jerry Doyle. Thank you so much. He said S4Y is the best deal online if you're looking to learn/study poker. Thank you so much. I don't know if there'll ever be a back to normal, Jason. I really don't, man. I feel like things have been pretty normal for me. If as normal can be, I guess. Brog is my favorite conspiracy theorist, man. He is just out there slinging them. Oh, wow. Okay, Fresh Cakes is a big-time winner. Well, he's doing well. He has like 300K in cashes, 80K in profits. His average bind is 88 bucks, so he's doing okay. Call him a mid-stakes winner. Let's see if we actually know who he is. How about that? We do. Hello, ladies. How are you doing? This is annoying because I think that he probably has folds at that size, but nonetheless, I think we have to 3-bet. You already know. Okay, Koi's gonna have a hand. We dominate though. Let's go. Come on. Queen? Oh my god. We were live for the side, right? 41 on the side? Yeah. Jesus Christ. What a joke. Alright, this is our last bullet, guys. This might be the shortest stream in the history of fucking streams. I don't really know what else we can do. It's just a call. Sean McNeil says, would you consider playing a high roll in the future again if factor sold pieces? I've played a bunch of 25Ks. I think that that's probably my comfort level. I doubt that I'll play any 100Ks. They're getting too tough. I've played the WSOP 100K 2 times? I think 2 times? Maybe 3? I mean, I would cherry pick some 100Ks here and there, but in a general sense, I think 25Ks are probably the top of what I would play. This is a pretty easy peel. Shouldn't really be betting much ace high, so we're probably live there too. It's a really favorable card for us. We can just small bet here. And if by some annoying this is pretty close. We'll have other hands that turn into a bluff that include a 7. We'll have 7-8 of clubs, 7-8 of spades. Some of our 6-7. I mean, this is really close. Queen's not great though. I do think we probably just have to check down at this point. The whole point of betting the turn is to shake his ace highs that are dominating us if he ever made a flop betting error. So I think we just check down now. Wow! That is absolutely terrible. Oh, come on, man. That hand just doesn't defend turn on a one-liner. I mean, I may have chosen the wrong bet size. That's totally conceivable. But that hand just doesn't defend versus the bet on the turn. There's just no way. Especially not with the king of clubs in range. Like, you beat my floats that would be betting there. King, queen of clubs, king, jack of clubs, king, 10 of clubs, king, 9 of clubs. Those hands all have to bet. That is very suspect indeed. Well, that was the one hand that would have folded on the river, but we can't ever know that since it's not really supposed to be in range. We may still need to shove our hand as a bluff, just to find some reach. The thing is, though, we're going to have, like, other hands. Like I said, we're going to have 7-8 of both suits, but we're also going to have, like, some other hands that just arrive there with nothing. Hands like 9-8 of clubs, 9-8 of spades, things of that nature. Things are not going well for us at the moment. That hand was weird altogether. I'm pretty confident his hand is a very, very high check frequency on the flop. And when it arrives at the turn through a bet, I'm quite sure that it's a check fold, especially with the king of clubs in hand. But I don't know. I'm not positive. I'll have to run it. sleeping girls off the feet
or the morning after. The best I can be in love is a well-placed disaster. I've been down with the Philistines.
Man, pretty tough start.
I've been down with some sinners in Mexico, singing songs about life. We were just singing songs about life, and we sang until the dawn came around, and the sadness in our eyes was so profound. We sang, hey, we've lost our faith in God, we've lost our faith in man, and it doesn't look like we're gonna
How did he get to the river there? That one looks awfully sticky.
We've lost our faith in love, you know we lost our lease on life. So pour us another round while we go down with the ship tonight. We'll go down with the ship tonight. We'll go down with
What?
the ship tonight.
Bet that river.
We'll go down with the ship. Oh, oh,
Bad flop, bad flop.
every night.
How's young Koi running? Pretty good. This gets in. Jacks versus Queens versus Ace King. Peels one. No biggie.
Well, I feel like the prodigal son these days, just in from Babylon. People stop by and all they can ask me is what went wrong. I said the sinning was easy and the living was free, and at least the pigs, they were honest with me. What's so wrong with my life? Hey man, what's so wrong with my life? Well, I may not have my faith in God or my faith in man, but when it comes to loving my neighbor,
I'm doing the best that I can.
and I don't need a cross, and I don't need a cause to go on with my life. So put the women and children first, and I'll go down with the ship tonight. I'll go down with the ship tonight. I'll go down with the ship tonight. I'll go down with the ship. Oh, 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 every night. I'll go down with the ship tonight. I'll go down with the ship tonight. Oh, I'll go down with this ship. Oh, oh, every night. Just yesterday morning, you cut a hole in the
Thank you,
sky.
Lisa. I will try to final table for you to donate to some charity.
Warm embrace inside.
That would be fantastic. We need a lot of help.
Remember staring without sight on firefly evenings, long summer nights, and goodbye.
How did this hand play out? This is a big fucking pot for ace 4. Why does everybody give Deh all the chips? He's good. Stop doing it. Alright, potential. Let's see. How did that hand play out? I don't know where this winding staircase leads. Across the valleys in the desert, or the mountains of the sea. Oh, he just ripped it. Ripped it. Oh, that seems okay. That seems okay. Paul says, Burke, I heard that you're treating us tonight with some high stakes cash. There is no high stakes cash running, man. The lobby is empty. Absolutely empty. Sean McNeil says, why not sell Bitcoin now and buy again when it hits bottom? Because you have no idea what the bottom is. 29,000 could be the bottom. If you wanted to do that, you should have sold at 40 and then bought on the way down. You just buy, you just like average your dollar spend and just buy as it continually goes down. If I had more cash available to me, I would probably fire, but I bought it all at 22, so I feel okay. Berkey, were you invited to the new high stakes poker games? If no, would you have played if they ask? I definitely would have played. I was not invited, but I got to play 2 sessions of Poker After Dark. Tim F is on the right page. Panic buy, don't panic sell your Bitcoin. If you believe in the technology and you believe that it has exponential growth left in it, his words are wise. If you don't, then you better get the fuck out ASAP. Very easily could be 20,000 the new bottom, 19,000, 18,000, something like that. Very easy that the new top could be 50. We'll see. Difficult to time a market. Okay. 3 SPR. This is an okay hand. If we were deeper, this hand actually would function pretty well as a check raise. I don't really think we want to rip it with middle pair. I mean, we could for protection's sake. Just gonna call. War's a pretty good card. Should go check check. Could block bet here on the end, but I think that he'll be doing enough bluffing to justify just checking. Difficult for us to get called by worse when we bet a 7. We would largely not block our 4x, nor our queen x. I think we'd be going a lot bigger. Something like 3/4 pot. He had the king 5, so we kept him in there with a dominated hand. That's not so bad. Okay, let's limp. I think his hand could go either way. I think we can start with a bet. Probably shouldn't bet when we have the club variety, because he's going to have a lot of suited hands that check back, so now we're kind of in no man's land, particularly when the heart peels off. We could have potentially bluffed the spade, but or continued through on a Badoogie card. Spade is also particularly bad for our range in this spot. He has plenty of 9-10, 8-9. Things of that nature. We're just going to fold. I hear silence. I feel the change coming down. Then I drown. Man, short stack poker, am I right? Christ. Alex Anton says, is Landon going to Florida to play the Hard Rock Series alone, or is anybody else from S4Y joining? He's been there for a week. None of us are going. He's on his own, man. Baby boy's got to make us some money. Queens is a good hand. Since I smile. All right, time to grip and rip. Oh, kind of hate to see that, but not much we can do. We definitely have a reshove hand. Good luck us. Let's go team. Well, the Lord didn't make. Sure, Koi has a decision. Shocker. Hey, game of folds, nice. Just that my heart is always headed out the door. If you see my love, will you tell her that I miss her? Do you only listen to one artist off stream as well? No, I mostly listen to audiobooks and podcasts, to be honest. I try to fill my time as efficiently as I possibly can. By my side. Okay, I think this is just an open. There's a lot of merit for just ripping here. Could also just limp. I kind of like limping. Try to tell me everybody. If potential was on the button, I think I would have been more apt to limp, to be honest. Tell her that I miss her. We tell her it's been weeks since I smiled. If I seem hard to reach, okay, this is just gonna be a call. Actually, that's not true. That is not correct. Not correct. I think we're going to be all in here. Although this is a big 3-bet, but nonetheless. Alright. Tip your cap to him. 8? Oh, man. What the fuck happened today? Well, that was brutal. I am going to hop in the 500. It literally just started. Maybe not. Okay, no, I will. It only has an hour late reg. Is this a turbo? I don't know. Okay, we're gonna get in there though. There's a massive overlay right now. I don't know why. Give me a second while I set this bad boy up. Wow. Wow, what a nightmare. Am I right? What a nightmare. Do. Dog that stands to be the most. Exactly all they seem to be love. Alone. And you're gonna be alone. Oh, what's going on? Dying light. I won't be your Don Quixote. Why, oh why? It's like this. Sorry guys, I'm having trouble capturing my table. I don't know why. Dance all night to a little honey. This is very tilting. Oh, that's why. That's what happened. Now I see what happened. Okay. Alright, we're back. We got piles of chips now because this thing just fucking started. Ay, ay, ay. Oh! Alright, we gotta win the second chancer now. Definitely not playing the $250 buy-in. Ah, we'll see. Maybe. Maybe I will. Maybe we will. Let's see what we can do when we're deep. Oh, I forgot to give you guys the tunes. My bad. Let me get that taken care of. Oh no, it is up there. Yeah, it's up there, man. What are we talking about? It's there. Wow, that was ambitious. Hi, Joey Jim. What's going on, man? David Stanley says, let's go. Watching you play is a mini vacation for me. Thanks again. How is this a vacation, man? This is fucking stressful. No, I'm kidding. Oh, I gotta get the, my bad. My bad, man. I get the table name up there. $500. There we go. All right, now we're looking good. Is Chin a Lakers fan? He's a Kobe fan, but I think he hates LeBron, so probably not. Wow, quads. Left you with a gun. Yo, Mr. Rourke is just fucking busting everybody. This is a very good flop for us. I don't really think we have leads on this texture. I expect Boom Boom to be checking back. Everything that's not an overpair. I think we can start betting for protection and value at this point. Half is probably okay. Pretty bad river. A lot of his ace highs are going to call through the turn. I think we just check fold. Yeah, that's annoying. That's annoying. Let her go. I know you lie. What up, Nikki? How are you doing? RL says, Berkey, do you prefer less big blinds or more big blinds to start the tournament with? No real preference. It just matters with the like it basically just depends on how the structure is later. All I care about is end of gameplay. I just want it to be deeper as the tournament goes on. Nothing but blues to sing. Matthew Sweetman says, my first day of many Berkey streams in 2021. I hope you're right, man. I have to win in order to keep wanting to come back for more pain. Today is one of those days that you just take a deep breath and move on. Or you just, you know, rebound and win the fucking 500. No big deal. A wedding ring. There's only 20 people in this event right now. Hour of late reg still remaining. Nobody has re-entered yet. Why is it such a slow day, I wonder? Very strange. Whoops, that was a mistake, but live and let live. Ay, ay, ay. Of course we get max punished. Okay, we make a mistake, we just let it go. Whatever. Alright, I'm gonna take a quick break. What'd I miss?
There's a river that's bending. Blue heron, don't leave me hanging. Don't leave me waiting down by the waterside.
Alex Anton says, was Poker Out Loud your idea? Yes and no, I guess. I thought it was an original idea, but it turned out that Daniel Negreanu had done it years ago for, I think, Poker VT. So it was my idea within the company, but it wasn't original. It had been done before. Tom C says, hey Berkey, good luck. When did WSOP get the big blind option on Stack? How do you get it to switch? Click on Stack, question mark. You have to download a program called 888 Caption 2, and it'll convert it for you. Shout out to Hish on that 75 hard grind with me. Today was a tough one, man. Today was like an active rest day for me. And I really had ambitions of waking up really early, taking the dogs for a long walk, hitting the sauna, maybe playing some pickleball, and more importantly, doing some goddamn work. But I woke up at 8 o'clock with a pounding headache that basically kept me in bed till like 10:30. So I had to abbreviate almost everything that I did today. But went well. I feel good now. We're here. Ready to rock. I'm way under calorie today, though. I might just have like a semi-fasted day today. Shout out to Joe Volpe. He's out here hanging in Vegas as well. What up, Stephen Hare? Thanks for joining us. Let me tell you something, man. These keto cookies, they're not that bad. They're not great by any stretch, but they're not that bad. They're really not that bad. You just gotta put it in the microwave first. Very important. A good hand. Let's see how this one shakes out, shall we? Oh, I just realized. Wow, we only start with 5,000 chips. That's why the re-entry is so low. This is close. I think we can 3-bet though, given depth. This is a bit of a one-off. We're mostly going to do this with suited hands. Wow, come on. That's obnoxious. There aren't a lot of hands that find that rip, I gotta tell you. 50 bigs effective. pretty sure that spot's rather mixed. I wonder if I'm supposed to call. I don't think so. I don't think so. So I'm just running this spot real quickly to see what Cathartic is supposed to shove. And it's only some jacks, some queens, and all of ace king. And then most of ace 4 as a bluff. So only 7% of range is supposed to shove, everything else is supposed to flat. I have a feeling that that range was a little bit wider than jacks, queens, and ace king, and ace 4. These boards are very annoying, especially three-ways, but we do have to peel with a gut shot to the nuts. Put a pretty big range disadvantage here. He should be barreling pretty big. 8 blinds or so. Wow, the check. Okay, we actually beat some hands. Not many, but some. We're going to check it back. 6 is no help. I mean, we beat Jack 10. That's worth something. And that hand is never folding. So here we are. Oh, shit. I gotta start paying attention. Right. I think we have 3-bet here, a small frequency, especially versus a min open. Probably should lean 3-bet closer to 50-50. On this board, we have a very natural float, especially with the 8 of spades in range, or in our hand rather. 10 is going to open him up to a lot of bluffs. Unfortunately, this is going to be one of the hands that we give up. Fortunately, he chooses to check. We do have some showdown value. There's some merit to going small here. If I had a 10, I certainly would be betting small. But with 8s, I'm just going to check back. We do have the availability to bluff a 10 of spade river. We're going to have more 10x than him. We're probably going to have more flushes than him. But given the double check line, I think it's more probable he just has ace high and we win. Or queen 8 off. Oh, Mr. Rourke. That's gonna go down in the books as a boo-boo. All right, you've been listed. Just blame it on yourself. So that's kind of fascinating. I'm wondering if this tournament got a poorer turnout because you start with 5,000 in chips instead of 10,000, which the only thing it changes is the length of registration. And I'm all for a shorter re-entry period. So this re-entry is 90 minutes, I think. Pretty sure it's 90 minutes instead of 240 or 200, something like that. I hope that regs start to recognize how much better this is for the ecosystem, but maybe they just won't. And they just won't play an event like this, I'm not sure. Let's see what the structure of the 250 is. Yeah, the 250 has a normal structure, so it has 170 minutes of re-entry. It's way too long. I'm very unlikely to play that. It's the last event that starts of the night, and it has a 3-hour late entry. It's just, or re-entry, whatever. It's just too brutal, man. Too brutal. Bum, 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 bum. Wreck tonight on the Berkey. There's a wreck tonight on okay, what's the deal? This is probably a fold. Especially if we think that... Is this a she? I think this is a she. Yeah. Especially if we think she's a little bit value heavy. May or may not be the case, I don't know. I don't think this hand calls too often. Maybe a small amount. Buy your ticket now on the Express. In the interest of trying to accumulate, though, we'll take some low percentage plays. Jason says, are the cookies Quest? Yes, they are. It's the only brand I will show any loyalty to. Even though I think some of their stuff is kind of trashy too. It's less trashy than everything else on the market. So that's worth something, for sure. Fat bombs are fucking nice, man. Sean McNeil said, my girl eats something called a fat bomb. Wow. That's aggressive. 60 bigs with ace queen? I don't know. I don't know about that. That feels aggro. That felt pretty aggro right there. Man, these fucking 3-bets. That size is a little on the small side, but okay. Okay. Alright. Well, pretty sure this is a fold too, but I don't think we're gonna. Wish I had a heart. Oh, these huge C-bets, man. Who are these people? Come on. Half my stack. Ay, ay, ay. This is why you can't peel light. When you have a hand that's a fold, you have to fold because people just come out smashing for 3/4 pot. 2/3 pot, whatever. Da, 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 da. All the things that you hate about me now. Yeah, I should have raised folded that. I got punished. Okay. Never you'd come around. This is just a fold. Christopher Brandt says, what's a better feeling live? Getting a big bluff through or picking off a big bluff? They both feel pretty nice, man. Probably getting a bluff through because there's lower confidence that it's going to work. When you pick a bluff off, like, you just have a bluff catcher and you have relatively high confidence it's going to work. Or at least you have enough confidence that the price you're getting laid is correct. But yeah, getting one through. Whew. Now we are husband and wife. Cathartic's getting a lot of hands. A lot of very good hands. Man, it's very funny how detached from money I am. I have like 90% of my liquidity in Bitcoin, and it's dropped like 25%, maybe more, in the last 10 days. And I honestly just like couldn't be bothered to even check the dollar amount that it's worth. Not because I don't care. Obviously I do care. But I think more so just because it could be 10K or it could be 100, and I'm just never selling. Like, what's the difference? It's the only reason that the price matters is if I actually have liquidity, I can buy more. And to be fair, like, though most of my liquidity is tied up in Bitcoin, it's not most of my net worth. So I think that it's important to differentiate. Like, I have a bunch of assets that outweigh what I have in Bitcoin. Which is very important whenever you're playing a market of any sort, be it poker or otherwise. Wow, these coolers, man. Jack. Why not? When you lie. What are these opens? 4.56. Who are these guys? With your love. Oops. Did I not resize it? Nope. Thank you for the Nightbot Command Odyssey. For anybody who wants to know how I got this to convert to big blinds, just follow that link and it'll tell you. Very aggressive, this table is. When you lie.
You used to love all the things that you hate about me now.
I think it's the first time I can remember where I busted all 3 bullets with a pair. Kings versus ace 7, queens versus jacks, and 8s versus ace queen. This some bullshit. That's what that is. You know how hard it is to get a pair? They just don't hold? Fuck. Looks like I might make it to pickleball. Nope. pass.
Along them rooftops and alleyways, you go walking round in your shadow. City stretches like a motorcade, all down them boulevards and back roads. Oh, it's been a long night in Selena, and the moonlight stretches out for a mile.
Hey.
It's been a
Probably still gonna have to peel here. Getting a price. Our stack isn't worth that much. Still in re-entry. We're just gonna whiff. As you should with 9-6 off. Ratio says how many are left, where we at. We're still in the re-entry period. There's only 30 people in the event. 32 people now. And we are damn near the bottom. But we still have 40 minutes of re-entry left. We'll pull it together. We'll find a shove spot. Like, should it fold to us here, this will be an all-in. This is a pretty strong case to be all-in no matter what. That's close. It's close. The thing is, we have no fold equity. I would shove King 7 suited, obviously. Whoa.
I wanna see you smile. I wanna see you
Man,
smile.
taking all our spots. Let's go.
I wanna see you smile. Well, I packed a lot of heat, but I never got a shot off. Shoes in the passenger seat with a sawed off. 100 miles from Reno with a long, long way to go before I die. Well, we came in just shooting and a screaming. Like the day I was born, I breathe the fire like a demon. Call my eye and you call my name. Never saw moths so in love with the flame.
With the flame. All right. Grip it and rip it. Chad C says Burke Steelers can have Haskins. I don't fucking want him.
Well, your mom never liked me, your pa said I was greedy. And you might still be breathing if you thought you
I don't know why we signed him. I don't know why the Steelers like are convinced that they can rehabilitate trouble players, especially ones that don't prove to be all that talented. Also, I think that this is like a terrible move if it's with the intention of dumping Roethlisberger. Like, that is terrifying to me. Okay. Okay. And? Okay. We're back. I'm reading about this signing now. I guess if he's still on a rookie deal, it's basically a free roll, right? Okay, so it looks like they signed him for near nothing. Oh, so it looks like they're very likely to just let Josh Dobbs go, whose contract is up. I'm really shocked he was a first-round pick, to be honest. Amir says, will S4Y ever incorporate PLO courses? I don't know. That probably just depends on if we befriend a PLO coach. Right now, none of us play. Maybe we can get Ingram to come out of retirement and teach a little. We'll see. When's the last time I played at a casino? 5 days ago or so. There was a 200-400 game in Ivy's room that I got to play. All right. This is probably going to be a spot for us to gamble. So, yeah. I don't think. Yeah, I think we just fold here, man. Ah, that's painful. That hurts. Oh my god, what is this guy doing? And we were dominated, that's good. 4! Give it to him. 5 or 3 will work. 5-3 suit. Who are these people? Into the sea. James says, how will the Daniel-Doug match likely play out now that Daniel knows he can't win? Does it affect the dynamic of the match and the mentalities for the remainder of it? I'm not sure, man. I think Daniel is certainly competitive versus Doug, but I do agree that Doug has a win rate that's rather significant. Whether it's 5 blinds or 15, we don't really know. But yeah, I don't really know how he and his team navigate this moving forward. It's kind of tough, right? Like, because you can't just like treat it as just straight up heads up. You have to treat it up as, or you have to treat it as heads up with an expiration to it, right? So like, if he wants to get even, the clock is kind of ticking, and there is some availability to adjusting your strategy so that you can embrace volatility a little bit more. You know, we kind of talked at length about some spots where Daniel kind of like doesn't go for the thin value, and it's very feasible that it's like theoretically incorrect for him to be going for thin value in the spots that I'm suggesting. But it's also like a thing where if you think Doug will make any mistakes, or if you think that the spot is at all profitable. So like, let's say, you know, it's a thin value spot where you're making like 1/10 of a big blind at equilibrium. You just have to take that edge. Like, you just have to attempt to press it rather than taking the safe route, due to the fact that like this guy's just kind of beating your brains in. It's a tough challenge, man. I wouldn't want to be in his shoes. Let's put it that way, to say the least. How did I start listening to Leroy? Brent Hanks is a good friend of mine. We actually moved out here together, and he went to high school with the lead singer of the band. So that's how I was introduced to them. Every Memorial weekend, Hanks would have a party at his house called Hanks Fest, and Leroy would play in the garage. Okay, this feels a little thin, but we're gonna rip it. And it's hard and harder to believe. I'm pretty sure this is a punt. I'm pretty sure this is a punt, but what are we gonna do, man? You know, sometimes you go for it. Alec Nelson says, to be fair, Haskins is just a kid. He's 23. He might just need a change of scenery. Yeah, but like perennially, Ohio State quarterbacks, especially, well, I mean, I guess Haskins threw for like a lot of yards in college, but I was gonna say especially mobile quarterbacks just don't pan out in the NFL. And I don't know that the Steelers scheme is really set up for that. I think that like basically he's just gonna come in and replace Dobbs as the third stringer, potentially be fighting Rudolph for the backup spot. Obviously, god damn it, man. How do they know? That's so painful. Obviously, that's kind of assuming that Roethlisberger does come back. If he doesn't come back, I don't think Haskins is the answer either. They're not going to start. I don't think the Steelers are wanting to rebuild from the ground up. So, like, hopefully both Roethlisberger and the team make a decision very soon on whether or not he's going to be returning. And then secondarily, I hope that if he somehow is not, they figure it out, because their cap space is kind of fucked. So I don't think they really have the position to draft a quarterback, and I don't really think that they're in a position to go out and get one on the open market either. But they have all the pieces to be a playoff plus team. They have a really incredible core defense, and they have a really incredible this is probably negative EV, but I'm just gonna go with it because this guy's kind of been all over the place. They have a really solid offensive line, though they do need to address some needs. If Pouncey retires, they're probably going to lose Villanueva to free agency as well, so that's a couple spots. What did he tank for? Give me a 7. Give me a fucking 7. Let's go. 7 ace. I never win bad ones, man. I never make a bad play and win.
Don't turn your back on
Me, mama. Do, do, do. Cause you know it's just tonight. I wonder if that is a rip. Probably not. All the angels out your window are just looking for your light. All the world's a giant canvas, so don't you miss a single stroke. What a
Let everybody's
6, 8, handed. Okay.
be your little joke.
Even Jesus wasn't safe, girl. Let's go. From the loving deuce. To earth to find girl. Our pairs are not doing well. And love's what killed him in the end. Is that Queens by chance? Nope. I can only see one because the message popped up to let me know that I was rebuying. You only get one chance to lose. Tell me out there picking up pieces, girl. Just a lonely boy. Berk, do you think Adelson left instructions in his will to have a certain percentage of his money go towards still blocking online poker? My understanding is that his son was going to keep up the charade, if you will. But yeah, I don't know. It seemed to be something that he was very passionate about. The thing is, like, it was to make more money while he was alive. I don't think he cares from the grave. What the hell happens to policy?
All the glories of a fool. We only get one chance to live again. We only get one chance to lose. There's nobody out there picking up the pieces, girl. You're just a lonely boy up behind this stage, and he's singing, 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 singing,
Singing the blues. Oh man. Huh. We're gonna have to win it all in today. We've yet to. Right. I wouldn't hate limping here. I think developing a limping range here is kind of cool, but maybe not.
So don't forget the times we shared, girl. All the stars we count to fall.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Love that blossomed
Okay.
in the spring.
Okay. Whew.
You know it burns
To ashes in the fall.
We only get one chance to live again. We only get one chance to lose.
There's nobody out there picking up pieces, girl.
It's just a lonely boy up
On this stage and he's singing, singing.
We only get one chance to live again. We only get one chance to lose. There's nobody out there picking up the pieces, girl. Just a lonely boy up on this stage, and he's singing, singing the blues.
Yeah, that's fair, Flanagan. He said Haskins isn't very mobile, to keep it real. Yeah, I guess when you have been behind the line for 2 decades, anybody who can scramble for a first down feels pretty fucking mobile to you. But yeah, you're right. He's no Mahomes. He's no Deshaun Jackson. Or I wonder if there's any prayer that the Steelers could. This would be like the only way that I would be okay if Ben retired. I really, really, really don't want Ben to retire. Like, I really think he has a lot of juice left in him. I think he could probably play 2 or 3 more seasons with the right scheme and the right talent around him. And with the wide receiving core as talented as it is, and as young as it is, I think that, you know, they could be Super Bowl contenders. But I just wonder if the Steelers can make a play at Deshaun Watson. I know they're talking about going out and getting J.J. Watt, which would be very fascinating. I don't know that they're going to be able to afford that cap hit either, though. Well, the thing is, he'll probably sign like a 1-year deal, and I imagine it's not going to be like his peak contract or anything like that. Sorry, I said Deshaun Jackson. I meant Lamar Jackson. Hi-ya! A little bit of light. I can't call. Nathan Dowland said, have you seen the drama with Mattisau and Phil tonight on Twitter calling out Scott Ball from Twitch Poker? No, but I've known about this for a long time. I know a lot of people's dirty fucking secrets that I'm not at liberty to put out there. This community is fucking dirty, man. There's no getting around it. It's a really scummy piece of shit community whenever it comes to what people are willing to do to increase their bottom line. I hate to say that, but like, it's just true. That's an ambitious shove. That's ambitious. So it looks like Mattisau's gonna go public with the story tomorrow. I don't know a ton, but from what I do know, Mike is tweeting the truth. I don't want to be the one to corroborate it because I only know it second-handedly, so my sources could just be very bad. But I was basically forewarned that that Scott was a bad actor. But not my place, not my fight. Inside. This is spice. Oh, he just goes with it. That's a pretty good hand to go with. Nuggies! Sort of. Of course the Cleveland fan thinks that Ben's clock is ticking. You want him the fuck out of there. He's like 99-1 against you guys. You know it. Alright, we're happy to peel here. Not the worst flop. You can drive out to the airport. Watch those big birds. Big bet out of boom here. Very annoying. I think we just... I actually don't even know for positive or for sure that like this is a fold. I guess he can be trapping here because she's somewhat short, and it's so bad though for him to have like tens or jacks in this particular scenario. He really shouldn't be big betting like better clubs, like ace 10 of clubs or better. Those hands just don't really go 3/4 pot, especially multi-way. I think there's a lot of justification for ripping. We block 9s, which is his most likely flat call. I don't think pocket 8s or pocket 7s goes this large. You could have 10s or jacks as like a sort of trap, but it's just really not a good play. Yeah, I just think he has way too many bad hands in range. Way too much 9-10, jack 10, clubs. Some bet folds. Jesus Christ. That hand is not supposed to be flatting 17 blind open. He's a reg, man. I'm just giving these people too much credit with what they're supposed to do versus what they actually do. Yeah, I mean, there just shouldn't be a lot of 8x there. It should be like ace 8, which I block. I guess I don't block it because it would only be suited. So he has 3 combos of ace 8. He could have, I guess, 8-9 only. He's not gonna have 8-10. Or, well, I mean, he will obviously if he has jack 8. Yeah, I mean, low jack versus high jack when 17 blinds opens, like that's not a continue. I would have ripped if I knew he was flatting that wide, obviously. Okay. Max Payne it is. Max Payne it is. We're learning a lot about the field, guys. We're learning a lot about our man Boom Boom. Plays too many hands. I should run that spot just to be clear, but I am 99% sure that that hand does not call versus low jack. You gotta tell her that you love her. You gotta tell her so she knows. So she knows how much you need her and that you miss her when she goes away from you. Yeah, his work. Yeah, so he has he has no 8s, right? Like he's not even supposed to flat 9-8 suited. He has literally only ace 8, so he has 3 combos of 8x. 7x, I guess, could make that mistake, but he's not even supposed to fully flat ace 7. So you should only have like 2 combos of those. There are no other 7x's. Most of his flats just come from like his 10x region. So 10-9, jack 10, queen 10, king 10. Ace jack suited fully flats. King queen off fully flats. Ace 10 off fully flats. Like these are the hands that I would imagine are stabbing in that spot. 6s. Hey, ay. The pain, guys, the pain of your name. Okay, let's gamble. Check fold. Oh man, it's getting painful out here. That makes sense. That does not make sense. What wins? Oh, puke. I should have played it bad. Got it in pre. In the cities of flame. I could have open ripped my hand too. It's probably not a winning play, but I could have. Check Perk says, Berk knows Pittsburgh better than most, but I'm still trying to figure out why he bangs the drum for Big Ben. Well, if you know the history of the Steelers, you know that there's Terry Bradshaw, and then there's Ben Roethlisberger. And a whole lot of terrible quarterback play in between. You don't know what it's like to suffer through the fucking Bubby Brister and Neil O'Donnell years, man. You don't know what it's like to finally get a franchise quarterback and now know that you probably won't get another one. We might not get another one in my lifetime. Man, I'm sorry to get moved from that table. There was some shit going down there. Alright, let's go. Joni Turner says, Berkey, happy 2021. Hope to see you in Austin soon. Any plans to come back? I've been playing there lately. They're all big fans of yours. Yeah, we are... nothing's on the schedule, but we're talking to many card houses right now, just trying to figure out what makes the most sense for everyone involved. Alright, guys. Let's hope we're good. RL Stanton says, Berkey, you give these guys too much credit, like they're on your level. Well, it's not about that, right? All I can do is use deductive reasoning. If they have more hands than I give them credit for, then sometimes they're going to stack me in that spot. But the fact of the matter is, like, I'm pretty sure my shove is making chips. I could be wrong, though, because I could be overestimating how often the first player is check folding. If the first player isn't check giving up, then my shove is definitely punting, because she's going to call off profitably. Oh, no. Fuck that river, man. Come on. What you left behind, it'll drive me crazy. Just keep your enemies closer than your friends until they... What is this? 10% pot? I got blood. Oh, come on, man. Get out of here. Why didn't PR just re-whip? Probably had like 10s. Okay, we're in for too many buy-ins. We're in for $2,000 for a tournament that's 10K up top. I'm not going to re-enter if I happen to bust this one. Re-entry is only another 1 minute anyway. But I don't want to have to get 4th place to make money. Even though there's only 36 left, it just seems not prudent. On the run. What a torturous day, man. What a torturous day. B. Flanagan says, does ace-9 of spades c-bet that flop if the reg checks to you instead of betting? I was the small blind. Or, sorry, the big blind. He couldn't check to me. I had to check first. The big thing is that the first flatter there is just not going to have very many big bets in a three-way pot. So betting 3/4 pot on like, what was it, 8-7-3, I believe. Let me see if I can get a full replay. So 8-7 deuce 2 clubs. After flatting a 17 big blind stacks open and having the big blind still involved, I don't think Boom Boom is going to have much of a range of hands that C bets for 3/4 pot. It's mostly going to be, I mean, the hands that he wants to protect is like 8x, which he's pretty devoid of. He only has like ace-8, or he should, and pocket 9s exactly. I don't really think he's flatting 10s ever, and if he starts flatting hands like queens, kings, and aces, they don't want to go that big because they want action. So I think we'll start looking at more hands like ace-9 of clubs, ace... I don't even know, man. I don't know, because he's just not supposed to be calling from that spot that often. So I could see like 6s making that play, just hoping to get a fold. I don't know. I mean, the thing is I recognize that the bet size is very likely to be a mistake. But given how low my actual equity is, I guess I should probably just fold. I do block 9-10, and that's a problem. But then again, I don't think 9-10 of spades goes that big. I think it's more likely to be like 9-10 of diamonds, 9-10 of hearts, so that it can just fold to a shove, or 9-10 of clubs so that it can call. I don't know, man. It's really tough. I unblock Jack 10, I unblock Queen 10, I unblock King Queen. These are the hands that if he is stabbing for the sake of fold equity, are very probable to do so. I unblock... Yeah, I don't know. I unblock all the clubs. I don't know, man. It's just tough. It's a weird spot because he's a lot wider there than Equilibrium would demonstrate. So it's like when you know somebody's too wide, what's the best way to take advantage of it? Is it to shove wider value, or is it to bluff more often? Generally, the answer is both. Parsing through the candidates is what's difficult, I guess. Oh. Alright, let me get to some of these text messages now that we're on break. What kind of odds could a person get on Polk beating the Grano for 2 million? I would say pretty good odds. Definitely pretty good odds. 5-1 maybe? Not sure.
On the night that I was born, 100 stars fell from the sky, and the wolf howled out a warning to
Jack said, I'm 44, been a Rams fan for 35 years, so believe me, I know Max Payne when it comes to bad quarterbacks. Pitt fans don't even know. First of all, you had Kurt Warner, who was excellent. You guys had the greatest show on turf. But secondly, then you should understand why I have such a hard-on for Big Ben. You don't want to lose that kind of talent. The guy threw for 4,000 yards again this year. He's good. We're going to be all in here no matter what. Good luck us. Let's go. Okay. Pee-pee-poo-poo. Pee-pee-poo-poo club. Yeah, we did it. Okay. $2,000 well spent. Now let's win. This is just a bold versus death.
When I was 17 years old, they caught me with the sheriff's wife, and they hung me in the
Desert for the birds.
But the devil came a-calling, and he offered me a deal. He gave me this guitar, and I wrote down these words. And I wrote, I gamble with the devil, hell, I'll wrestle with the Lord. And I will cross that raging river, while the others fear the Lord. And I will know my story, when the time comes round to tell. And I will walk my way out of hell. And I will walk my way out of hell.
All right, so the final tally is $31,000 prize pool, 10K up top, 8 players pay, 32 remain, and we are average stack. That'll get you up to date.
You see me in the lightning, and you feel me in the wind, and you know me by the way you
Cal Kennery says, Matt, I guess Helmuth and Matisau are feuding over a private game that Helmuth kicked him out of. How often are you invited to private games, and how often are they created by top name players? Almost every game I play or am invited to is in the casino. And I would say there's a handful of private games that are orchestrated by quote-unquote top name players, but like most of them are guys like Perkins or Blizzarian. Alan Keating runs a game. I think Doc Sands runs a game. Helmuth runs a game. They're all kind of like intertwined though.
Yes, I will. Caravaggio directing in a film all my life. Kafka the cop is kissing a Mac the knife. When he gets done with him, he's coming after you. Got to get out of here. Oh, it's too good to be true. James Dean the Ripper holds a picture of a plane up to Amelia Earhart, who has gone insane. And Billy Graham is yelling, hey, don't forget to tie your shoe. Got to get out of here. You know it's too good to be true.
is planning a new world war. The sun is rolling over, he's feeling sore. The Holy Ghost is planning. Odyssey says, gotta be a better price than 5-1. Yeah, maybe. It all depends on who's laying it, right? It depends what the market looks like and everything else. You know, it's too good to be true. I gotta tell you, I regret playing this tournament, so I better fucking win it. Some were born for love, some were born for the fire, some were born with twisted offshoots of their wicked desire. But you, my love, were born for the hunting, were born for the hunting. Check asks what Pittsburgh should target in the draft. I think first round they're almost certain to go offensive lineman. I think we have Joe Hayden's replacement. I can't remember the kid's name, but we drafted a corner last year or the year before, so I think he's going to step in as he did when Hayden went down towards the end of the season. We need to replace Bud Dupree. I have a feeling we're going to lose him in free agency, which is going to be tough. So if they went linebacker in the second or third round, I wouldn't be shocked. They may draft another, like, they may take another flyer on a wideout, third, fourth round, trying to get a cheap replacement for Juju. Planning on, you know, keeping Claypool for the next 2 or 3 seasons until his contract runs out. They also need a running back. They're going to lose Connor in the free agency. It's tough, man. It's a bad year for them to take a cap hit and the cap get lowered because of COVID. But they have a huge hole in the offensive line, especially if Pouncey leaves. So they're going to have to replace both Pouncey and Villanueva, which is going to be brutal, man. It's tough to replace a definite Hall of Fame center and a potential Hall of Fame tackle. Defensively, they're pretty solid. I worry about replacing Bud Dupree. The team fell apart once he got hurt. Nobody really paid attention to that, but they lost, 4 of their last 5, and the game that they won against Indy was a goddamn shit show. Those all came after the Dupree injury. And that scares me. And I don't really think they're in a position to get a quarterback in the draft. I don't know that they ever will be again. I mean, you have to understand how lucky they were to fucking get Roethlisberger. Like, they just always put out a good product that's going to go 8-8 at worst. Meaning they're always going to draft in that lower 2/3. Roethlisberger was supposed to go 2nd overall to the Giants. And the Giants ended up working out this deal with San Diego where they were going to take Phillip Rivers and trade for Eli. Or maybe it was 4th. It might have been 4th overall. But in any event, once that happened, there were no teams between the early round and the mid-late round where Steelers were. I think the Steelers were like 22 or maybe 18, something like that. There was no team in the middle that needed a quarterback. So Roethlisberger just plummeted. And he just fell in our fucking lap. I don't know that that's really going to happen again. You know, if anything. Well, I mean, the thing is that quarterbacks are so hit or miss, and there are so few franchise QBs that it's kind of like it almost doesn't matter where you draft. Like, yeah, the Browns are going to get way more opportunities at a franchise quarterback than anybody else, but they also have the onus of always having to take a quarterback because their last project didn't work out, and they're still going to have an early round draft pick. If you just look over the course of history, like, yeah, you have your Peyton Mannings and your I guess Andrew Luck's, if you want to say that. But then you also have like your Tom Brady's who went in the 4th or 5th round, and I mean even Roethlisberger was a late 1st round pick. Like, I would say that like he doesn't qualify as a blue chipper by that metric. Oh, the Reese suck.
chips in and folded the hand, and the noise they cry for one.
So many quarterbacks are also just like they just fall apart so fast. Like, who the fuck wouldn't have taken Cam Newton 2 seasons ago in a heartbeat, right? Like, this guy's a potential MVP candidate, and now he's kind of out on the free agency market for nothing. He signed with New England last year for $1 million. That I'm kind of surprised that like the Steelers went with Dwayne Haskins instead of Cam. But to me, that signals more so that they expect Roethlisberger to come back than it does that they're expecting to replace him, because it's clear that Haskins is going to need more developing. Really don't care.
Tired of breathing that cigar.
How many people left? 26. We are 15 of 26. Top 8 pay. Yeah, I agree with you about Carr going to Houston. I think Derek Carr had a shot to be good in LA, now Vegas as well. I mean, that's the thing, right? These big arms, it's difficult to see how they play out when the landscape changes so much. There's so many quarterbacks that are excelling with the intermediate routes, like almost like a bastardized version of the West Coast offense now. That when you get these big arms like a Derek Carr, it's not really worth that much. Like, people just aren't stretching the field, and you just don't have that many deep threats. Like, there aren't any Randy Mosses in the league anymore, you know? You went for it. Sometimes you gotta run it. Sometimes you gotta run it. I don't know if that was a great candidate to do so, though. Oh, he made it straight on the river. That is very unlucky. Very unlucky. Oh, man. Rizzy says, let's hope S4Y makes a trip to Dallas sometime soon. That might happen. That very well could happen. I have not played in Dallas yet, Sasha. Soon, though, I hope. Ay, ay, ay. That one hurts. Your face is worth your pretty mouth. And your head is full of things that ain't your own. And you're saying words and you're screaming words I don't hear. Yeah, I think Connor kind of got a bad rap. They just went away from him. He was on pace to have a career year after like week 6, and then they just stopped feeding him the rock. He was in single digits in carries for like the rest of the season out. Pretty unfortunate. I don't know that they replace him in the draft either. People were talking about the Steelers reaching for Alabama's running back, but I just don't see it happening. They have too many needs at the offensive line position, and running backs in this league are a dime a dozen. I actually don't even think Connor is going to be an expensive re-sign, to be honest. So, like, he may test the market and just be able to come back and comfortably re-sign for like $2 million a year. He said, I like Bush a lot, but do you think he was worth trading up for? I think it was another number 1, right? Yeah, I actually definitely think that he was. He's another big linchpin to the defense that they lost this year. He's going to be a fucking monster for years to come, man. Like, here's the thing that I'm confident in. When the Steelers reach for a linebacker, they are just going to get it right. Like, they just churn out linebackers in a way that I can't really describe. I don't know what it is because they constantly go through defensive coordinators, right? Like, yeah, they had Dick LeBeau for a long time, but they have turned over since then. It doesn't matter though. Like the scheme, year in and year out, just like caters to the linebacking core, and I'm pretty confident that like Devin Bush is just going to be a fucking monster. All right, we're going to be all in here. I don't really think we have another play. We could go like 6 blinds and call off, but that just seems like unnecessary variance. Joe Volpe says the North Dakota State kids should be there at their pick. Yeah, but like they're just not going to reach for a quarterback with a late first rounder when they could just shore up their offensive line. Like when you talk about projections, it's way easier to get a blue chip offensive lineman at pick 24 and just like be confident that that lineman is going to pan out. Like the bust rate of a first round offensive lineman is going to be incredibly low, but the bust rate of a first round quarterback, regardless of what pick you take them, is going to be pretty high, especially whenever you're stretching, right? It's like this kid falls to 22 or 24, wherever the fuck we're at. It's like, how good is he actually going to be? Nobody can really project. They're just much more likely to take a center or a tackle. Anthony Duckworth says, do you think the Falcons will do well next year with new coaching? Do you think they will go for a quarterback in the draft? I'm not sure, man. Matt Ryan's still good. I don't know how old he is the thing. And I also don't know how many years he has left on his contract. They have some problems there, and I'm not so positive that the quarterback position is their number one concern. I think that they have some pretty big defensive woes, and I don't know statistically off the top of my head because I don't watch Atlanta that much, but I feel like their offensive line isn't great. They have two pretty big weapons in the wide receiver core, but like for all intent and purposes, I'm pretty certain that like Julio was just like not a part of the offense this year. Will I be tuning into Mike's podcast tomorrow? No, I'll be streaming the Negranu Challenge, of course. I think this is probably a fold. And I listen to the water. Yeah, okay. Okay, it pains me, but let's let it go. Get to open the next one. No big deal. You ever learn to fall? Metcalf is a beast, man. He is definitely a beast. I assume you were making that comment as far as like deep threats go. I think Chase Claypool is a beast too when it comes to being a deep threat. But like they're just, you know, at the end of the day, they're not Randy Moss. They're not guys that are blowing the top off the defense every time that they line up. It's my home. McGee says Big Ben was taken 11 overall in the draft. I don't think that's right. I can't. I'm pretty sure the highest draft pick the Steelers had was they traded up for Polamalu his year. I'll buy mid to late teens. I don't think I'm gonna buy. Wow, he was 11th overall. You're right. Did they trade up? They had to have, right? He was drafted in 2004, the 2003 season. Were they that bad? They had to have traded up, right? It's my home. Wow, it looks like the Steelers just had the 11th pick. I don't ever remember them drafting that high, man. Let's see, 2003. Oh, they went 6 and 10. Man, how did I just like block that fucking year out of my head? That's crazy. If you would have asked me if the Steelers had gone 6 and 10 in the last 25 years, I would have probably said no. Almost certainly. Who do you have for the Super Bowl this year, Berkey? I would love to see Buffalo play. Yeah, I think I would like to see Buffalo play Tampa, despite my hatred for Tom Brady. I think it's much more likely to be the Chiefs versus Green Bay, which is fine. I think that'll be an entertaining Super Bowl for sure. Yeah, I'm gonna pull that. Who am I? Don't judge me. Perk is saying, I do feel bad for running backs. They don't get enough cash for the pain they go through, kind of like the great stud players of the 90s. Yeah, I mean, bro, think about a guy like Todd Gurley, right? He was the highest touted running back coming out of the draft in God knows how long. He never really even played a full season for the Rams. And he went to the Falcons for a fucking basket of balls. Like, this guy is just an absolute full-blown bust at this point. And I'm pretty sure that the deal the Falcons signed him to was like dirt. Let's see. It looks like it's dust. Gurley signed a one-year deal that includes a $2 million signing bonus, $3.5 million fully guaranteed base salary, and $500,000 in incentives. So he basically signed a one-year deal for $3.5 million with a $500K incentive if he reaches 13 touchdowns or 1,000 yards, which obviously he didn't do. The Rams still owe him another $5 million, which was guaranteed because of the roster bonus that they signed him to. So he got paid, but like not because of talent. Like, this is his, I guess this would be his third contract. But he's still young. What is he, 27? Maybe younger? He might be younger. Anyway. Yeah, he's 26, about to turn 27. Well, 26, he'll turn 27 this year. He's still pretty fucking young.
You got pearl eyeballs, you got a diamond heart, you got a head full of secrets that are tearing me apart. You got heaven and hell and you make me choose, but I can't stop loving you, and I can't stop loving you.
James says, what was the lowest online buy-in tournament you entered in the last 12 months? What is the motivation when prize money is not really significant to you? To entertain you all. I'm here to put on a show. I appreciate everybody tuning in. I also just like want exposure to my thoughts, our platform. I want to grow our community. So there's a lot of incentive for me to stream, I think. I think also that the smallest buy-in I played was $11 probably. There were a couple bigger guarantee events during the summer. But yeah, I mean, like, you know, I have an ROI. I'm not just totally wasting my time. I have a little bit of fun with the stream. It's not too shabby. And I think that it provides a lot of value both to our community and maybe to some outsiders who pop in now and again. Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna watch, you gotta play, right? Check. That's just the way it goes. Hello, daddies. Sorry, I didn't mean to whistle in the mic. I got excited. If I get another goddamn walk with King, man. Ho, ho. Not having it. This can kind of go either way. I do think flatting is completely reasonable. Having some traps is kind of nice. We'll arrive at flop at like 3 SPR. We can put in small check raises. You're just going to have a lot of auto folds for a 3-bet. Sometimes it comes ace high and you want to die a little bit. That's okay. We have a good bluff catcher. We have the king of clubs. That's nice. Actually, maybe it's not that nice. Still have a call. Got your head in the hole. You got angels in the bathroom playing with your soul. Is Cordell Stewart still a legend in Pittsburgh? His star burned out pretty quick, but he was entertaining a few years. Honestly, I loved Cordell to death. He just needed to do a better job of embracing the role. I think we can block here. We can definitely get called by worse. Yeah, I mean, like, he so desperately just wanted to be a franchise quarterback. But the truth of the matter is like, his slash roll was game-changing. What the fuck? How? This doesn't make any sense. Snap rips. I mean, he obviously has flushes in range, but... maybe I should have just checked for this reason. Oh, for sure that play this way, he will have some king queen. He will have. The real question is, does he have bluffs? And what are those bluffs? The bluffs would be like Jack 10. The bluffs would be like the naked queen of clubs, queen 9. So that probably just barrel's turn, I guess. Oh man, I think we have to let it go. I think we probably have to let it go. Yeah, I think we just have to let it go. We just call with our ace. Though we don't have the king of clubs in range ever. We get up king jack with the king of clubs. We could probably call with that hand. Might be a better... would it be a better call or a worse call? Oh man, it hurts whenever you go for the when you go for the trap and get punished. Could have busted too. You could have just had ace jack, something of that nature. Ace queen, queen of clubs. It's only natural. He probably thinks that I have no flushes when I block, which may be true. Maybe I should check for that reason. I do have a pretty good bluff catcher. It might be greedy trying to get called by a jack, because he might turn a hand like Jack 10 or Jack 9 into a bluff if he has like the Jack of clubs. He has to start reaching for bluffs somewhere. Those hands obviously aren't folding. Yeah. Yeah, I think I regret the block on the river with that specific hand. I think I would rather block with King Jack, King of clubs. No, that's worse though, because now I'm not getting called by anything worse. I'm just getting called the chop. Maybe I just don't have blocks on that river. That seems reasonable. Yeah, that was probably a mistake. Probably a mistake. Underneath the skin. Okay, our one boo-boo gets punished tonight. Seems reasonable. Underneath the skin. I ain't never gonna give up on you. I ain't never gonna let you down again. Jason, I appreciate the $4.99, but I will not read that on the air. I will send you a goddamn refund before I read anything about Tom Brady on the air. Okay, I'm pretty sure that this is a rip. Let's go for it. What do you say? It was raining on a Monday afternoon. Keep folding. Yeah. I'm pretty sure this is a rip. Start tall. I'm living. It's so hard. Oh, aces, is that all? Alright, we have a call here versus Pollux. That's a very bad board. Living with gold. I'm trying. All right, we rip, we ride, we win. Moment Fortier says that's a massive river overbet. It's not. He was only shoving for pot. Seems fine. What other size would you want him to make it? We only had 13 big blinds behind. His only raise size is going to be all in, so I don't think that that indicates that suddenly we had the best hand. Bum 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 bum. What are we now? 7-handed? 2, 4, 6, 7. 14 left, 8 pay, so we're getting close. Let's see. Oh man. Alright, so let's just open. I'm not really sure, and I don't have a time bank. Look us. Let's win. Let's win. Ace! Ace 10. Come on, baby! GG, guys. GG. I tried. I failed. We're out. We got 14th. Top 8 paid. Good game to us. Minus 3K day? Doesn't seem like it when we don't play that much, you know? We really only played 2 tournaments. We lost $3,000. It's really fucking painful. We're down a total of 6K over 2 days since we started streaming. I have to be a little bit more careful. Like, that tournament's not worth putting $2,000 into. It only has 10K up top. So, like, the thing with re-entries are you don't want to reduce your ROI too much by re-entering too many times, basically. So, if you're only in the event one time, your max win at that point is 20x. If you're in 2 times, it's 10x, right? Those are pretty good spots. You want to be able to win 10x your buy-in anytime you ship a tournament. Now, it's a small event, so like being in 3 times, okay, fine. You're still able to win like 6.5x or so, 7x. But like once you're in for 4, sorry, you're pretty close to like winning 8x if you're in for 3. Once you're in for 4, it's like now the max you can win is 6x, and you have to get like 4 to break even. So I think like at that point I have to be a little bit more careful, manage my bankroll a little bit better. Not that this is straining me, but more so that I don't want to put myself in, let's call them neutral EV spots. I don't know that my ROI is big enough in that $500 event to justify firing off 4 shells. In any event, we're going to be back tomorrow live for the DNEGS Polk Heads Up Challenge at 2:30 p.m. We may do a vlogcast prior. I'm not sure. Christian wasn't available today, so we ended up bagging it for what we thought was going to be the week. But there's a small chance that we try to get one out at noon tomorrow. If that's the case, I'll be sure to update everyone. Just pay attention to our social media, and you will know everything that's going on. Other than that, I don't know, man. Shit happens. Sometimes you're the bug, sometimes you're the shield. Tonight we were the windshield. I will be back streaming my sessions again on Saturday and Sunday, so be sure to look out for those. Until then, I appreciate everyone for stopping by. We'll see you next time.
peace.